We've got some breaking news to tell you about tonight. The Sacramento Sheriff's Department says there's a standoff situation happening right now. New at 10, it's a meeting to discuss the past and the future with a representative from one of the nation's most iconic activist groups, the Black Panther Party. Passengers at San Jose Airport were upset when they saw an airport employee tossing a suitcase and several people nearby cheering her on. There she goes.
We got to get the news. Christianne Klein's over there slaving away.
The holidays mean lots of good food, which can really pack on the pounds. A new study says getting a good night's sleep could be as important to good health as nutrition and exercise. One answer to California's drought may come in the form of fake grass. Now, there's a debate brewing over a bill now making its way to the state Senate that would allow those in homeowners associations to install fake turf. Charlotte Elizabeth Diana is fourth in line to the throne, and I know you were really interested in this, Paul, and very disappointed that her name wasn't Bronx Mowgli Apple, Duchess of Cambridge. From CNN saying that Donald Trump now is at 36%, huge drop for Ben Carson of 8%. And what was really interesting to me about that poll, it was showing that 46% of non-college educated Republicans are supporting Donald Trump.
I'm impressed.
Wait, there are cupcakes in the newsroom?
Yeah. We got to
lie.
I'm changing my mind. Next time I say don't talk about it, I mean don't talk about it ever. I want the Leia and the
Star
R2D2.
Wars stuff. Yeah, no, that's your,
very clearly.
That's your moment.
Help me, Obi-Wan. Why?
I apologize.
It says why?
Well, because they're, okay.
Wait, now you have to, well, can you share?
Their flesh has grown so fast, and their heart and their bones and their organs can't catch up. And so they just keel over and die.
Happy day after Thanksgiving.
So,
are you lobbying?
We've got some breaking news to tell you about tonight. The Sacramento Sheriff's Department says there's a standoff situation happening right now. This is at the 4600 block of Zion Court in Sacramento. Deputies say a woman called around 3:30 saying that her husband assaulted her. She fled the scene, but her husband remained inside with access to weapons and was threatening to kill her. Deputies have the house surrounded, and we have a crew on the way. We'll keep you updated as this story develops. A house fire is under investigation tonight. It broke out a few hours ago in the 2200 block of Forest Street. Crews on scene tell us there was no one living at the home, so they're currently trying to figure out how that fire would have started.
If it is vacant, then
Crews say they were able to put out the fire quickly before it spread to other parts of the home. No one was injured, though, in this fire. New at 10, a potentially dangerous situation prevented today when an alert Good Samaritan called 911. Police say 61-year-old Antonio Lopez was seen trying to start a fire near Western Ranch Supply on Aegean Way. Officials say similar fires happened last year in the same area. Now, they don't know if Lopez is responsible for those, but he was booked and charged for starting this one. Although they're not yet a part of Major League Soccer, the Sacramento Republic FC is still drawing in big crowds. Tonight was the home opener for the Republic, and it was a sellout crowd for the first regular season game. The team also received their 2014 championship rings in a pregame ceremony. Doug Johnson is live tonight, and Doug, it sounds like the fans are coming out in full force, whether they're part of the MLS or not. Local nonprofits hoping they're able to find more than 50 bikes that were stolen from their storage container. Cycles for Hope gives refurbished bicycles to the homeless and low-income people across the Sacramento area. The organization says that someone broke into their storage container and trailer last week, stealing thousands of dollars worth of equipment and bikes. They're asking for the public's help in recovering those items. Developing tonight, the U.S. Capitol is back open to the public after gunshots on the complex sparked a security lockdown. This afternoon, a person reportedly committed suicide by shooting themselves near the building. And separately, a suspicious package was found on the lower west terrace of the Capitol. Peter Ducey has more tonight from Washington, D.C. Capitol Police say that there was no terror connection to today's incident, but they won't say if the man who committed suicide is someone that they were already familiar with. On the eve of Hillary Clinton announcing her 2016 presidential campaign, President Obama is talking about his relationship with the former Secretary of State.
I think she would be an excellent president.
Well, she is expected to announce tomorrow. Meanwhile, a historic moment for U.S. and Cuba relations. President Barack Obama shook hands with Cuban President Raul Castro at a summit in Panama. It's their first meeting since agreeing to renew diplomatic relations between the nations after more than 50 years. Both leaders are in Panama for the Summit of the Americas. And during the event's opening session, President Obama pledged to build cooperation with Cuba and the entire region. Get this, guys. The last time a U.S. and Cuban leader shook hands was way back in 1959. Now, back then, it was Vice President Richard Nixon and Raul's brother, Fidel Castro. Coming up, a welfare check goes wrong after police officers shoot and kill a suspect. We'll tell you why police say they had to shoot, but why the victim's family says that their story just doesn't add up. This weekend, kids from across Sacramento are gathering to improve their hacking skills. It's part of a 3-day event known as the Teen Hackathon, hosted by the new nonprofit group Code for Hood. Code for Hood is dedicated to teach teens from disadvantaged urban neighborhoods how to write code and develop software, skills that are very valuable in the tech industry.
You can actually get a really great job. I mean, it's a great career path.
Sure is. Employees say that almost 100 teens volunteered for this weekend's coding workshop. Oh, how would you like to borrow a book without going to the library? These little library-type spots are popping up all across the local region. We'll show you the newest ones next.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Oz, here to announce an exciting new partnership to improve the health of California's children through exercise, nutrition, and education.
They're used to competing on the court. But in an unprecedented move, athletes from California's 4 professional basketball teams are teaming up with Dr. Oz's Health Corps to help shape a younger generation.
This program is critical because if we don't have healthy minds and healthy bodies, we're nowhere as a society.
16-year-old Saria says she decided to make a healthy change watching her father suffer from diabetes. She's now a health raiser for Health Corps and bringing her newfound nutritional knowledge back home to her dad.
I tell him that I'm making healthy choices so that I won't have to go through what he goes through, and he's really happy because that disease is going to be with him for the rest of his life, and he doesn't want anybody else to go through what he has to go through now.
Look, this is fascinating. I love the mind games.
Yeah, really, Bill, this is the psychology of shopping, using sales promotions and clever gimmicks to get inside your head and find out what makes you buy and believe you're getting a good deal.
With the economy on shaky ground, it seems everyone is looking for a way to make or keep a buck. And for many shoppers, there's one 4-letter word that gets them in the store.
Everything's a sale.
It just immediately draws me in.
There are different merchandising tricks that are very, very powerful, seductive, and persuasive. One of them is the eye level game. With breakfast cereals, the most popular location is eye level to a child.
Look at the ones that are on the bottom, too. Who do you think those are appealing to?
Children. It's bright, it's got the starburst, it's got big print.
Another way they catch your eye? The signs.
Do you think that's on sale?
I mean, I would assume. It says it's $8.99, and it seems like it's they're trying to bring that to your attention.
Okay, so look right there. What does that say?
$8.99.
Same price.
Yeah.
Stores are also using double discount promotions that make it seem like you're saving more money than a standard discount.
Which one's a better deal? The $100 item for 45% off, or the same $100 item 20% off with a 30% additional discount?
Although I'd have to put math in my head. $45 off. So then 30% off 80, 56. So I guess the more complicated one is technically a better deal.
No, actually, this one is a better deal. Yeah, you get to save basically $1.
Really?
So even if you're not a math genius, being aware can help you beat the system.
And we are going to help you guys out today. First, read the fine print on those flyers or circulars. Words mean something. So if you see new item or everyday low price, that doesn't mean that the item is on sale. And if it is, it may just be a very small discount. And if you can identify, okay, I'm supposed to think this is a good deal, look at the price.
Just check the numbers, right?